Take a good long look at the social status of our world right now. In an effort to being more like Christ, are you willing to break some social norms? Welcome to a new series that I'm calling 2-Minute Tune-In, where we take some scripture and we tune in to what the Lord is showing us through His Word. So let's get started in John chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "Now when Jesus learned that the Pharisees had heard that Jesus was making and baptizing more disciples than John, although Jesus himself did not baptize but only his disciples, he left Judea and departed again for Galilee. He had to pass through Samaria." So we see Jesus had to pass through Samaria. I think this could mean one of two things. That maybe one, this route was the fastest way to Galilee, that he had to go through Samaria, but most likely, and what I'm believing, is that he had a divine purpose to go through Samaria, and that was to have a divine encounter with someone. And so he came to a town of Samaria called Sychar, near the field that Jacob had given to his son Joseph. Jacob's well was there, so Jesus, wearied as he was from his journey, was sitting beside the well. It was about the 6th hour. So Jesus was tired. This speaks to the humanness of Jesus, how he had the human limitations that we have, like being hungry and tired and thirsty. And he can sympathize with the things that we go through as humans, and this is an example of that. So a woman from Samaria came to draw water, and Jesus said to her, "Give me a drink." The Jews and Samaritans had a feud going on. It was because the Samaritans withdrew from worshiping Yahweh. They only believed that the first 5 books, the Pentateuch, were authoritative, as opposed to what the Jews believed, and it was the whole canon of Scripture. And so Jesus talking to this Samaritan woman wasn't only eyebrow raising because of this feud that they had, but also Jews weren't always seen talking to a woman in public, let alone asking them for a drink. And so one of the great challenges that comes from this text is, what social norms are we willing to break or even challenge at the cost of sharing the gospel? Take a good long look at the social status of our world right now. In an effort to being more like Christ, are you willing to break some social norms? We'll go a little bit deeper next time on 2-Minute Tune-In. See you next time.